I thought watermelon was 2 words. I'm dumb. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Bill. This is Trying to Stand, where I try new things in pop culture because I've been living under a rock. I've been really overwhelmed lately, so I just wanted to kind of take a second and dive deeper into an artist we've already started talking about on the channel. So I wanted to listen to more Harry Styles, which is ironic because I've had Falling stuck in my head, which we covered in the first video. That one's really upsetting. It just makes me feel very validated. Anyway, but yeah, I just wanted to check out more Harry Styles. You guys really liked the first one, so did I. So I took your most suggested comments from the comment section of the video, as well as the list previously, and we combined to make the new list. So things that almost made it into the first one are here now. I don't know if any of that made sense. I just did basic math, and I counted how many times someone asked for a song. All right. But yeah, I'm excited. Like I said, I really enjoyed listening to his stuff in the first one. If there's a song missing here and you haven't checked out the first one, go check that out. Whew, my brain's running on low. I chipped my tooth yesterday. It's fine. I'm fine. Bill, if you're okay, just put it right there. All right, thanks, bud. Let's check it out. We're going to start with Watermelon Sugar, the video that eluded me by literally days. I feel like that's been happening a lot, where I'll just do a video on an artist and then they'll release something new right after I do a video on them, as I'm prepping to do videos on other artists. It's really fun. It's fine. I'm fine. But yeah, we're starting with the official video for Watermelon Sugar. I've been told there's a pretty fun metaphor here. This video is dedicated to touching May 18th, 2020. Okay. One more berries. And that summer feeling. Me too. Breathe me in. Ooh, damn it. Going down. It's a way to touch that watermelon. Watermelon sugar high. Watermelon. Oh. I don't think I could say what I think this means in the first couple minutes of the video. Strawberries. But like, even musically, it's very sexy and very like, you know? Man, he is just going to town on that watermelon. Yes, I'm aware that's the point. I think it's about orifices. Ooh, I hear you back there. God damn, I love his voice. Man, that was some good eye contact while going down on that watermelon. I really enjoyed that. That was not only really relaxing, but like I said, very sexy. Yes, the video leads more to that vibe about like, you know, the SEX, the oral exam portion more specifically. The song by itself like has a very relaxing, freeing kind of a vibe to it. And I don't know, it's a crime that this is like a summer jam for 2020, but it also kind of fits how it's like that craving and longing for it when we're in a isolative time. It kills me. I'd rather everything just be okay, obviously. I feel like it oddly kind of fits. This is a very like relaxing radio hit, you know, good commute song, thank God it's Friday kind of vibe. I can't wait to go outside, but like we can't right now, wear a mask. Even without the video, it has a very feel it physically through your body kind of a intention for me. I love his voice, and just he's slipping into like really nice highs there, and everything felt serviceable to that like escalation and that sexy will we won't we kind of like smoldering adrenaline instead of like here's the orgasm point for me. It all felt like build up to it. It was a very foreplay heavy. Yeah, it's really hard to do this when the metaphor was presented on full display. I really appreciated it too because it wasn't so explicit what Watermelon Sugar is that it's like, oh, it's just this type of relationship paradigm or specifically a gender. It felt like it was intimacy and physical intimacy on any level. It was, you know, the nectar of another human being, about pleasing somebody, and it didn't get specific, which I really liked. It stayed in this world of just being excited about the act, and I kind of like that it plays for a lot of people. Like, it didn't cut into like this part where it's like descriptive, like it stayed just comparing lovin' to, you know, that refreshing splash of fruit in or around your mouth. Like, yes, visuals aside, but like it felt very diverse to me. Like, it's for everybody. Even if you don't have those kind of thoughts or attractions, it can still be about getting to know a person, or literally eating fruit in the summer. I really liked that. It was just really relaxing. Like, I really wish I had somewhere to be and something to do so I could listen to this on the way. You know what I mean? I guess I could listen to it while I commute from the bed to the toilet to the kitchen. I guess I could do that. It just, all music in 2020 breaks my heart. 2020 breaks my heart. I kind of love that taking an emotion and doing everything you can to not specifically hit on that emotion, but like alluding to it. The desire, the intimacy of it all, comparing it to fruits and berries, and then on top of that, like in the summertime, it works so well without being so direct. Like everything's right. There's something so playful, but also so intricate about that comparison that I really love. The way the music makes me feel, and then how fun the video is, but then how, like I said, accessible and all-encompassing the vibe really is for me personally. That's a song I wouldn't mind hearing all over the place, and I'm stuck in one place still. It's fine. It's hard to describe this on YouTube. Sexy, relaxing. Like, this could be right before the release, this could be right after the release. Like, it has a very comfortable rise, but also a comfortable chill to it as well. I really liked that. About, like, licking stuff. Getting takeout, you know? The old-fashioned Postmates. What? There's no video for this one?
For...
Fine Line?
Not that I'm aware of.
That's a bummer. Next we have Fine Line. It's from Harry Styles' performance in Avenue Q. There's a fine line between a lover and a friend. Huh. I was not expecting soft strings after that opening. It's interesting, they kind of clashed. It's nice though. Looking for something to buy. Sir? Don't want to fight you. Me neither, Mr. Styles. The instrumentals, I could really feel the sync there. I don't like hearing you sad, sir, but it's a nice sound. Ooh. Oh, that struck a nerve. I loved that lyric a lot, but oh my god. Oh, you could feel the music like starting to shift and feel warmer and better, like happier. Ooh. Woo! Oh shit. That gave me fucking chills. I loved that final high note in the outro. It all just kind of sealed and like came together right there for me, that it's like an epiphany. That was really interesting. Like, it talks about his emotions, love and that hate, the up and the down. Like, you've got my devotion. I can hate you sometimes. I don't want to fight you. I'm not mad. I don't want to fight, but like I want to figure this out. Like, I want things to improve and get better. And then you can feel that happening musically. And it's like that fine line, that balance in like a relationship, but also that balance in like traversing and navigating emotions, like your emotions, the other person's feelings, wanting to, you know, find that middle ground where both of you can exist, because it's directed at another person, but also very much about himself. And like that lyric, spreading you open is the only way of knowing you. I don't know, I could be reading a lot into that. It's 100% me putting my own experiences into it. But it really made me think of a relationship where you connect on one level, like a physical level, but not like a personal one. That imbalance there. It's like it's very like physical and like sexually stimulating, but needing to find more of the relationship. In the music, like you can start to feel like the solution starting to sink in, happiness really starting to happen, but like it starts in such a low place. As more instruments start to get incorporated into it, his voice starts to slowly rise like higher and higher. You really start to feel that epiphany. You start to feel that fruition of understanding, seeking balance. But I love this idea of being unhappy, focusing on it, working it out, coming to this compromise, this balance, the fine line to walk now, not discrediting the low feeling, but also finding value when it starts to progress and escalate and rise, like a way to, like I said, traverse emotions, whether it's yours, someone else's, both of you together. And I loved really feeling that musically, that consistency and that repetition of like continuing to strive for it, like illustrating that like life isn't always easy. Life will require work, relationships, your relationship with someone else, with yourself, that work paying off. And like it wasn't all at once, like it just kept slowly adding, and like it wasn't a constant rise. Like there were times where it started to like taper and go kind of down. By finding that understanding and starting to figure things out, and like I said, being open with and honest with yourself and others, like it starts to bring you to this warmer and happier place. Like it's growing and improving, listening to what you're feeling and processing it. And I really liked that. You could feel the exploration for him, the individual, but you could also feel the reprieve that's being offered to the listener, to us. There's something about it that just felt so warm and celebratory at the end. Like it didn't feel like, oh, here's the time to riff and go high. It felt like just this soaring sensation. Like we had that rise and it just opened everything up. Damn, I really liked that. That was also really relaxing and really nice. I was really scared. It started really sad and I'm just like, we okay, sir? Like everything's all right? Do you want to talk about it, champ? That's exactly what that was like, I want to talk about it. Like, I want to figure this out. Whatever the outcome is, I want to help us find the best outcome and the better place. And I loved that. Like, it wasn't about, do we stay together? We stopped fighting. We kept fighting. I left. It was just about finding the best outcome and the freedom therein. It's about honesty, self-discovery, and then once you have it, the consistency of it. That it's always going to be a work in progress. I really loved that. Next is Harry Styles' She. All right. I trust you, sir. This is giving me, like, Dodie flashbacks, and that's how made me real weepy. Alright. Ooh, who we f***ing. That was, like, fireplace, lights dim. Watch, turns out this is not what the song is at all. Ooh, sir. Ooh, right there at that guitar. Oh. Oh no! Is she dead? Was she ever real? I'm so confused, but like, this song f***s. God damn, it sounds so nice though. First I was thinking this is a good like prom slow dance song, but it's super spicy feeling. Almost like a 70s kind of sound to it, like almost proggy at times. But then it gets super like silky, smooth, sexy with the guitar at the end. Very lucid. That was spicy. I really liked that. This is either physically sexy or emotional on the inside. Take care of yourself, sexy. That was interesting. Because first I thought it was like, oh, being with her is like a daydream. And then like, but I don't know who she is. Like, hold on. It feels very vivid. Like first I thought it was like, not like an affair, but like a growing like secret relationship, like dropping the kids off at school, sending the assistant away. But then she's the one I see, I don't know why, I don't know who she is, running away and not telling his friends. He wouldn't know what to say. A woman who's just in his head, and she sleeps in his bed while he plays pretend. Oh, we all know how nervous I get when I talk out of my ass. Is this about somebody? Are both the he and she the same person? Is this about like exploring your identity? A woman who's just in his head and she sleeps in his bed. It sounded sexual, but like I said, like it has a very lucid feeling to it. It talks a lot about daydreaming, but also like running away. Like not telling anyone and starting over. Like something you want to keep hidden. Like either both people... This is hard. Because first I feel like it's about either like gender fluidity or exploring that you might be relating to a different gender than the one you started with. Which both are fine and cool. Like, do you know? Someone wanting to do something that like other people might not approve of because it's like the kids are at school, the assistant's been turned away, I won't tell my friend. So it's like a secret. So either it's a secret relationship or that secret relationship could still be one with yourself and your identity and who you are. It being so interchangeable like that, I think that's the point. It's about that secret. It's about that fear, but like the tantalizing thought of just doing what you want to do, not focusing on other people, be it your job, your friends, your family, wanting to let that all go and focus on yourself. But then it's also really devastating because if it is about any of that, it's like this would all be positive if we were in a situation where we were more open with ourselves and with each other instead of needing to hide it. Am I nuts? Like, I don't want to get too specific because I don't like doing that because it does give me a little bit of vibes. That's a very delicious thing to sink my teeth into. I really like the song. The song sounds great. And like I said, there's something about, like, it kind of sways back and forth while we talk about the confusion and what's stifling, but then like the guitar just starts to like really rip, longing for that freedom of not only being who you truly are, being an open and honest version of yourself, the best version of yourself, but also I think it talks about how happier and better the world and the circumstance would be if there was no stigma around like a fluid understanding of not only gender but also sexuality and relationship paradigms. It doesn't even sound like a guarantee that people would react negatively, but it sounds like a worry of it. Something that shouldn't be a taboo, but you still worry is, because it wasn't what would people think, it was specifically work, family, and friends, and it's like worrying about what the response would be, and it's like, well, if I just got away from all that, I wouldn't have to worry about it, and I could focus on this thing that would make me happy. That's interesting. I could be reading way too much into that. It feels like someone holding back from exploring themselves. Like, am I nuts? I think this is either about like exploring your sexuality or exploring your identity and like your gender identity. But the fact that this doesn't have like a completed through line or thought to it makes it feel a little personal. So I don't want to like speculate too much and be an ass about it. Like I said, like it had this very like almost prog rocky kind of like lucid feeling to it. And especially at the beginning where it's like, you know, the 9 a.m, the man drops off his kids at school. Like it just, when it has like so many run-on sentences in the lyrics, it gives me that like kind of pre-80s rock kind of sound to it. I loved the way it sounded. The story, like, it just feels like there's so much there to really like sink your teeth into, because like I said, it could be about like a secret that you keep within, ow, that hurt my elbow. It could be like a secret you keep within for yourself. It could be an affair. It could be your sexuality. It could be so many things, but I think overall, I think that's the point, is whether it's any type of a paradigm of a relationship that's secret, wanting to remove that stigma and that feeling of shame, because it's like as soon as all that like leaves, it starts to really like free up, and that like that guitar, that solo at the end had this feeling of like not only transformation but also just freedom, and like musically just like expanding and growing, and it just starts to feel so incredible and so like you're breaking out of a box. It's about conquering that, addressing that. There's all these different places in your day-to-day life where you're going to find yourself wanting to recluse, wanting to be isolated, and then when you're alone, either alone in your room, alone in your thoughts, you have that freedom, and wanting that freedom of the individual to come outside into the world, and also for the world to accept that, if that makes any sense. I really like that song. I really hope I don't sound like an idiot right now. And next we have Treat People with Kindness, the official audio. This is real audio. You know, none of that Kirkland signature Harry Styles. This is official. Let's do this thing. Let us treat people with kindness, or as the kids say, TPWK. Got a good feeling. Ooh. It feels like a TV, like kind of that jingle kind of vibe. Giving second chances. I like his voice a lot. This just feels really nice and feels really good. And I love when the chorus comes in, like it feels like a jingle. If our friends all pass away. Well, but I love that note, but you just really upset me. But like, I get it. It's okay. Like, that was a lot. I could almost hear him like dancing in the studio, if that makes sense. Like, there's so much, I feel like, physical energy that goes with this. But I very much love the sentiment, and I loved, especially towards the end, it took me a minute. Our friends could all... Hold on, I have the lyrics. I don't know why I'm guessing. And if our friends all pass away, it's okay. It's about, yes, treating other people with kindness, treating other people well, spreading a positive energy, but it's like also the healing part of it too, and the reality that like treating people with kindness doesn't mean you have a good day every day. I felt like it was very realistic in that sense, which I really liked. That like jingle chorus to it with like the group and everything. Not only a chorus of people doing it, so it's like multiple people treating others with kindness, but I feel like it's also about like normalizing that, and normalizing like positivity in general, and like it's not, oh, you have to always be in a good mood to treat somebody kindly. Being kind, being polite shouldn't mean that that everything's fine. Like, it was interesting how there was a couple of lines that were like heavier lyrically. Whatever it is you're going through, like, I think part of that kindness is understanding that someone else could be going through something, but also understanding that while you're going through something, like, sometimes that kindness is taking care of yourself, or that kindness is helping yourself get to a better place, so that way you can spread that kindness later. Like, not positive thinking as in like, oh, sorry that something bad happened to you, be more positive. But that vibe of like, by just being polite and being kind to others, that will then cultivate that energy back for you when you need it as well. Like a less cheesy smile and the world smiles back, whatever commercial that was. Perpetuating positivity and understanding that like, you don't always have to be like having 100% great day to give it out, and understanding that like that energy will come back for you. That shouldn't be your intention, but like understanding that like all of us taking care of each other and treating each other with kindness, that one day also means you. And it's also, I think, about normalizing that thought. And that's why I think that jingle kind of sound really resonates in the song. We can all find a place where we feel safe, and that doesn't feel good and feel safe doesn't mean every day is going to be perfect, but it means it does get easier when everybody kind of has each other's back and everyone's just kind and polite to each other. Hearing him just have fun with it vocally too was very exciting. It made me feel like it was just about the reality of kindness. It's not, oh, everyone have a perfect day so everyone can smile and wave and be nice to each other. It's like, no, like, bare minimum stuff, and it goes a long way. Why would you go out of your way to lower somebody's day? Why can't we just treat each other at that decent level? And we're closing out the night with Harry Styles' Lights Up. He wrote it by mistake for that horror movie from like 3-4 years ago, Lights Off, and they went, bro, this isn't what we were asking for. And he went, yeah, you'll regret this. One day you'll hear the name Harry Styles. It was called like Lights Off. That was funny and cute. And that's all I have. Anyway. So yeah, we're closing out the night with the official video for Lights Up. Yay, there is a video. Okay, cool. Sorry, I'm sweaty. I'm still stressed. Let's do this thing. Oh, I didn't realize he had so many tattoos. Hello? Oh my god, if this is about loving yourself and accepting yourself and exploring who you are, I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm sorry. Sorry, it's that room where he's alone and it's like all just like whites and grays. Like there's no color in that room. I think that's what this is about. I think that's amazing. Oh, and now he's... Oh, okay. Sorry, that makes me really happy. There was a lot of different types of people in that Harry Styles orgy puddle. Hell yeah. I fucking loved that. Sorry, that really threw me off. First that was like him sober, him being taken home or like arrested, and then him at a party or, a gathering. It just all kind of sank in with the lyrics and then the visuals that like, I think it was about exploration and understanding yourself, and the fact that like all those visuals were so different in energies, and the one where he was by himself with like the least amount of color, and that one was the most aggressive, forgive me, shining a light on who you are, discovering yourself, so that way you're not trapped in that muted, lonely room screaming at yourself in the mirror. Even I'd say like finding who you are, discovering like a community or a network of people, or even just being more of yourself. I loved that. The people who just stay in that colorless headspace, that room, not only limits who you are as a person, but also your experiences, and it can turn into something so damaging and negative. Like I said, it was like, explore these things, check in with yourself, like understand yourself, like be the best version of yourself. It wasn't, oh, you don't want to be heterosexual or whatever. Like it didn't feel like that. It just felt to me like that was someone who was like, no, things stay the same. I'm not thinking about this, like someone who's just refusing to open up, like someone who's staying in that closeted headspace, that staying in that box. Through staying in that box, like everything's so colorless, so muted, just being so angry. It really hurt to look at, I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, shine, step into the light, so bright sometimes, I'm not ever going back. Like it also just talking about how happy that makes you. Like once you start to feel so free and start to understand more of yourself and the complexities of human nature, like it really does feel like you can start being yourself, like whether that's privately or publicly. Like, just giving yourself that ability to acknowledge that part of who you are. Like, it very beautiful. The thing to try, the thing to do is to be open with yourself and with others, stepping out into that light and explore and reflect on yourself and make sure that you're being your best and truest self. What do you mean? I'm sorry, by the way, never going back now. It'd be so sweet if things just stayed the same. Feels like an argument, and it's also like it's dismissive of that type of person. You know what I mean? Like, encouraging you to remove that kind of toxicity. Like, people should be accepting you for who you are. You know, it happens. Like, not dismissing it as in denying it, but like dismissing it as in like, that's a shame. Like, we should still be able to like have our friends and our relationships, but like, sorry, the camera battery died right as I was going on an emotional tangent about this beautiful song. I love his music because he's very open and using himself as the catalyst for it. Whatever it is that he experiences or goes through, I already admire you because using yourself as the conduit for these thoughts, I think it's inviting for people to be cognizant of that and to start thinking about those things, whether it's respecting others or trying to, you know, start to explore and understand yourself. And I feel like there's a lot of value in that. And if you are using yourself as a conduit because you're also exploring those things, Mr. Styles, like, I hope you find what you're looking for. And thank you for being so open. And if it is personal, and if it's not, if it's just for spreading a wonderful, kind message, thank you for that as well. I just really liked that. You know, not treating love and sexuality as a taboo and just being kind and understanding in the fact that these are such open-ended thoughts when it comes to that kind of topic. Like I said, it's like me with saying like vibes. Like, it's like, you know, wanting everybody to feel that, not wanting someone to feel excluded. I just think it's really nice. It's beautiful the way that you explore it, and I love how your styles, Harry, vary so much. Like, I love feeling like every song is so different, but I feel like that love and that care is still there. I really liked that song. I loved that video too. Like, I loved how making it feel like you're part of something, like comparing it to a party, but also comparing it to like isolating yourself and anger. Like, it's very honest. It's very, to my experience, accurate. But yeah, I really appreciated that. I really liked all these songs. It really sucks that we can't do any shows or concerts or anything right now, because I would really love to see you, sir. Whew. That was just nice. Like, thank you for helping me just think. I've just been really stressed and overwhelmed and fried lately, and it's been nice to just, wherever I'm at, emotionally or mentally, I can just talk about this stuff, and I hope you guys still find it entertaining and enjoyable and enlightening. I hope you still find it engaging and you still like it. But yeah, there you guys go. What do you guys think? What do you think of my thoughts? What do you think of the songs? Are there other Harry Styles songs you want me to listen to? Other artists you want me to check out? Let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like the video if you did. Subscribe if you want more. Just a reminder, guys, in the description for my videos, there are links for information on Black Lives Matter, Trevor Project resources, as well as mental health. Please, guys, stay educated on what's going on. Please be safe out there. Wear a mask when you go outside. Be mindful of others. And remember to take care of yourselves, please.